A gruesome story leads off our newscast.
Milwaukee police found body parts in a north side apartment, and now they wonder if they've uncovered some kind of death factory. This was the scene earlier this morning. Police hired a private contractor to haul a refrigerator and a tank of acid out of the apartment in the 900 block of North 25th Street.
From our investigation, we feel that this individual strongly is involved in other homicides. We have taken evidence out of the building by the medical examiner to be examined.
Police removed boxes and boxes of body parts, evidence of what appears to be a psychopathic mass murder. Authorities also took out a barrel of what they think is acid.
The most gruesome case we have seen in Milwaukee in years.
The male victims allegedly killed by a 31-year-old man, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer has confessed to murder and cannibalism.
Jeffrey Dahmer may be responsible for as many as 17 murders. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Not sure what else to say about it. I mean, he was the pure embodiment of evil. I wasn't even born in that generation when he was going around and, seducing men and taking them to his apartment to dismember them. I didn't grow around during that time period. I wasn't born until 1999, but when you really dig deep into everything he's done to those people and how he seduced them and manipulated him, you watch the footage of the victims' families and you hear his reaction to things. You kind of see that pure evil exists in people. Some people, it exists more than others. I guess I just don't know what else to say about it. He was pure evil. And that's the first thing I think of when his name is said, is just pure evil.
Whatever your name is, Satan, I'm mad. This is how you act when you are out of control. I don't want to ever see my mother have to go through this again. Never, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I hate you, mother. I hate you. This is out of control. Don't me, Jeffrey. I kill you. Look at me, I kill you.
The evil really begins in 1978 when he kills his first victim, Steven Hicks. And he killed him in June of 1978. He picked him up. Steven was going to a concert of sorts and picked him up on the road and asked him if he wanted some beers and offered him a ride, and then he killed him. And that was the first killing that Dahmer did, and it was in Ohio. So it wasn't even in Milwaukee or anything like that, it was in Ohio. After that killing at his father's house of Steven Hicks, he ended up traveling around for a while and ended up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin a couple years later. At that time, he lived with his grandmother and ended up going back and killing some more people inside his grandmother's home.
So right now we're actually headed to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're stuck in traffic, so that kind of sucks. But we are going to get there, and we're going to stop at some places that are reported to be haunted. And it's all related to Jeffrey Dahmer, because we are hunting Dahmer. We're going to try to contact him as well as the victims, try to talk with them. So we don't want to offend anyone. We don't mean any harm by doing this. We just want to try to contact the people involved with this and just communicate with them, let them tell their story, maybe learn some new stuff about this. And yeah, we're about an hour and a half away, so we're gonna see how it goes. So we are 15 minutes away from stopping real quickly, not going up to or going in or knocking on the door or anything like that. 15 minutes away from Jeffrey Dahmer's grandma's house.
These houses look older, so this is just
older. They're almost kind of nice though.
They're really nice, they're beautiful, but that's what I'm saying though. It's like
like you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, like just oh my god.
So that was it right there. That was his grandma's house right there.
Okay, that's crazy. Wild.
Isn't that like bizarre?
And just those poor neighbors had no idea.
And they even got like a no trespassing sign on there and everything. Like, yeah. Obviously they have people that come by and probably try to knock on the door, but we're not going to do that out of respect, because like that's
That's too much.
Somebody's living there, you know, like we don't need to be bothering them and stuff.
Yeah, that is way too much.
He lived right in that house. That could have been one of his bedrooms up there in the windows.
This looks like
That's where he lived.
this looks like a calm neighborhood too, you know? Like
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it. You would not expect a serial killer, cannibal, to be living in that house right there with his grandmother. I mean, literally in that basement, he was mutilating people, doing experiments on people. Like, that's crazy. All right, we just pulled up to the cemetery, so we need to find where these graves are. So we made it to Holy Cross Cemetery, and we're trying to find 2 graves here right now. The first one we're looking for is Curtis Darrell Straughter, looks like. So we're looking for lot 166, grave 2.
Curtis Straughter was one of the victims that was 17 years old when Dahmer got him. He was out on the streets one night, and Dahmer offered him some money to do some pictures, take some pictures of him, and he came back to his apartment, which Dahmer drugged him and completely dismembered him.
Because like this would be his mom right here, right? So you don't think they would have taken his grave out, do you? Like his stone, because like there's a blank spot right here.
I know. They might have.
Hi.
Who are we speaking with? Can you say that again for us?
It's a male voice coming through. Is this Curtis? That was like female kind of, right? Curtis, where's your grave marker at? We can't seem to find it. We were told it's over here. Can we speak to Catherine? Were you Curtis's mother? Curtis, do you know what happened to you? It's 166? I had 155. Wait, right here. Right here. Yep, it's right here. I thought it was 155. So, let's try this again. Curtis, we're closer to you now. We found your headstone. Can you talk to us? We just want to hear your story. Wait. It's like the same voice, but it's super choppy. Can you tell us about what happened, though? Do you remember? No? Sounded like it said no. You died too young. You should have lived a longer life. You should have lived a longer life, and I'm sorry about what happened to you. And I'm sure your family misses you very dearly. And just know that your family fought to put the man who did this to you in jail, and they succeeded. All right, Curtis, well, it is a little cold out here, so we're going to get going, okay? I enjoyed talking with you, and I'm sorry for what happened. It's not like I said, don't. Are you okay?
This sounds like a bunch of bogusness, but when I first hear, that's when I said don't.
You okay?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know why you're smiling about it.
I don't know. Well, it was like, because I went like this, because of tear, and it said don't.
Oh, is that why it said don't?
I don't know. It could be for us leaving, it could be for that. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this I would say that this episode is going to be a little different than our typical because of, multiple stops involved, but like it is a very emotional thing. It's very emotional, like, We don't usually deal with the serial killer type of stuff. People's lives taken at such an early age. This stuff still happens. People dying in their 20s.
They were stripped.
They were stripped from them. But we're gonna go check out another grave over here at the mausoleum and try to see if we can talk with them a little bit with the obelisk or something. So right now we're inside of the mausoleum. We gotta be very quiet in here because it is very quiet. So we're gonna try to find another one of his victims in here. We're looking for Konerak.
Konerak's brother was actually victimized and sexually assaulted by Dahmer, and for some reason he ended up getting Konerak as well. And there was a police call made to the Oxford Apartments by one of the neighbors.
And this is young man, he is butt naked, he has been beaten up, he is very bruised up, he can't stand, he's study fall out, he is butt naked, he has no clothes on, he was really hurt. And I ain't got no cord on him, I just seen him, and he needs some help.
Where is he at?
On 25th and State.
When the police came, Dahmer told them that the 14-year-old boy, Konerak, was actually 19 years old, and they were boyfriends. And that was not the case. Konerak was drugged up and completely naked, and Dahmer got away with it. That night, Dahmer ends up killing him and dismembering him, and it's just very sad that the police didn't do anything about it, and they could have had him right there. They could have had Dahmer at that very moment, but they just went with it.
Right here. I found it. It's right here.
It's Konerak. Oh, this is where his older brother got sexually assaulted, I think, and then he got away because it said the youngest known, and his older brother was victimized by it. So just makes me so upset. They literally returned him to his house.
The police.
Yeah. This makes me so angry. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna move on from here and hit a different spot real quick, and I think we're done in the cemetery. Actually, I don't think there's any more people buried here for that were his victims. So, yeah. Like I said, this is a very emotional kind of little investigation we're doing here, a little episode we're doing here. Yeah. Okay. I get it. All right, let's head out of here.
In 1988, Dahmer ended up getting his apartment in Milwaukee in a very, very poor neighborhood. Why Dahmer was so successful is going after minorities and people below the poverty line. He did a good chunk of his killings at his apartment, the Oxford Apartments.
So right now we're actually at where Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment was. It's right behind this fence. It was right up on this hill up here. They tore it down in 1994 because they didn't want it to become an attraction.
The apartment building where the convicted murderer killed and mutilated many of his 17 victims is being demolished. Its owner, Campus Circle Project, has offered to help relocate the remaining residents and revitalize the neighborhood.
There's an apartment right next door to it, and it's a little bit of a sketchy area, I won't lie. And people are staring us down as we're doing this right now, which is fine. It is what it is. You can't control it, you know? No, it makes me a little sad. It makes me a little emotional, I won't lie, but this is where it happened. Just kind of surreal that it happened here, you know what I mean? Would you guys be down for like a quick interview real quick, like on camera? Yeah, for our YouTube documentary? Sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. This is actually Dahmer's nephew.
You're his nephew?
No, you're not.
No, you're kidding.
This is actually his nephew, yeah. That's why we're here. This is his first time.
You're serious?
I'm dead serious.
That's crazy. That's wild.
I'm kidding.
No, you're kidding? Okay, all right. I was going to say, holy shit, what is going on here right now?
You were telling me to do it.
Yeah, you guys.
Quentin, he's from Milwaukee. We're coming to visit him. Just kind of looking at sites
AKA
around.
Loud the Poet.
Yeah, Loud the Poet.
Make music and shit.
Yeah, you guys just visiting some stuff about Dahmer in Milwaukee?
Yeah,
then, or?
Yeah, he really wanted to see it. And
check it out, yeah.
It's the history behind it's really intriguing. Just looking at it's really eerie.
Pretty fucked up.
This is the only place you guys stopped at, or do you guys, where else?
This is the first
we saw
spot.
Last time I was on here, I saw the Bastard Hotel, but besides that,
This is the first time I was actually here. He showed us here.
Do you guys believe in ghosts or no?
Hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting an eerie vibe being over here right now. But, well, it's history and it's fucked up history, but it's still history.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
You guys have a good one.
Enjoy your time and
Yeah. Interview for the day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Run a spirit box real quick. Hello? Stop. It sounded like it said stop.
It's not like stop was that.
Is there anyone here? It's a male voice, right? Can you tell us your name? Yes? I heard yes. Can we talk to Curtis? Is Curtis here? It sounded like something came through just now, like a deeper voice, deeper male voice. Jeff, are you home? That was like a female voice. Again, it sounds just like it said no, like it's responding to us, you know? Can you tell me the name of the man who did this to you? What, Jeff Dahmer? Can we speak to Jeff Dahmer? Not like 100% sure who it was that was coming through, so we're gonna get going here in a minute. Definitely take some photos of this. Just so surreal being here, you know. Very emotional thing, as this whole episode has been so far. Just very, very emotional. You don't know until you're really here, you know. When I booked this and I started trying to investigate this, I can't even look at the camera right now. Like, it's just so emotional. You know what I mean?
The Ambassador Hotel. Built in 1927, this hotel had an Art Deco style. Through the years, it became a speakeasy as this area was reportedly ran by the mob. Coming out of Prohibition, this hotel still blossomed. In the 1970s, they remodeled, getting rid of its Art Deco design for drop ceiling and shag carpet. But we aren't here to talk about poor design choices. We're here to hunt Dahmer. In 1987, Dahmer met 25-year-old Steven Tuomi at a bar. Dahmer convinced Tuomi to come back to his hotel. Dahmer drugged Tuomi and with no recollection woke up to Steven's dead body on his hotel floor. Dahmer stuffed him into a suitcase and brought him home. The hotel closed in 1995 for a complete remodel that lasted 10 years. It is now back in its former state of Art Deco glory. Tonight, we'll be spending the night on the very floor that Dahmer killed Tuomi on.
So we were kind of just like relaxing and getting some B-roll, and Emily took a Polaroid in the bathroom. We want to know what that is right there, that little like mark. I mean, I'm not a huge believer in orbs, but it could be a reflection from the light up here,
Or like
coming down,
off of the sink.
maybe.
Like there's like reflective things. But also there's a little bit of film damage here.
There is a little bit of film damage at the bottom right there.
So that could
focus.
be
Right there.
Yeah.
But like we're trying to figure out what that is right there. I'm not, like I said, not a huge believer in orbs, and like never believed really in Polaroid ghost hunting. Not a huge believer in that. It does kind of suck though, because we got to be careful with like noises. So like any noises we hear, we can just guess that it's another guest in the hotel. That's what we have to take it as, unfortunately. So, is there anyone here with us right now? Something said no, and then something else after that.
Yeah, but we're not getting any other radio interference right now. That's kind of weird. It's kind of nutty.
Female voice came through. It sounded like it said, "You ready?"
Why don't you use the Bluetooth speaker?
It's too loud.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
Maybe with the volume down? Hello?
That room? Which room? Can you give us a room number? Can we speak to Steven Tuomi? I don't know.
It's weird because it's not like heavy radio interference like we
Yeah, there's not a lot of radio interference right now, so it's really interesting.
Hello?
What did that just say? Wolf.
Hello?
Hey. That just said wolf.
I know. It said hello, and then it said wolf.
Wolf.
And then a pound noise happened as well.
Yeah, it said wolf. It's a wolf moon tonight. It's a full wolf moon tonight. That's crazy.
Bro, hold on a second.
It just said wolf, and it's
we
a full wolf.
We may be on to something.
And it's weird. You know what's weird?
Hmm.
This wasn't talking, remember? And now all of a sudden now it's talking. It's saying it out loud. Remember, 'cause I was having issues with it. It wasn't talking.
That was weird.
It sounded like it said, a woman said pure evil. Who's pure evil? Help? Oh
That
my
was
god.
scary.
I got goosebumps right now.
You're holding it.
That was like, that's like, help.
Are you okay?
Who said they need help? I did.
Are you hearing this like really low, like rumbling?
Guess what I'm hearing? It said I did.
I know, but
Why do you need
Yeah.
why do you need help? I heard it again. It's really quiet though. Can you tell me why you need help?
don't you wanna what?
Where is Jeffrey Dahmer? It's a female voice. Hey. It is 10:57.
10:57.
And we're going to do an essay session. Can I speak to Steven, please?
This way.
I talked to him earlier, I think. Can we speak to him again?
There's a female voice that tried to come through.
How do you feel right now?
I can't.
You can't feel? Why can't you feel? Do you know what happened to you?
A male voice came through, but I couldn't tell what it was.
Is Jeffrey Dahmer here?
Okay, not to be this person, but I heard people and then die.
Is there more to the story that isn't being
Me.
told? Me? Is there more to the story that isn't being told?
In here, or here.
What happened in here?
I'd rather have you put the headphones on, because I can't tell if it's an actual response or radio. Because it could be either. That's the problem. Now it's my turn to ask some questions.
Not quite.
It's not my turn to ask questions. Do you want to ask some questions?
Believe.
Believe? Do I
Look at me.
Look at you where?
Hide.
Hide? Why do you want me to hide?
Hide.
Why am I hiding? Can you tell me why? Why do we need to?
I'm his.
You're his what? Can you tell me why we need to hide? Is there something?
Open up.
I don't know. Oh, that could be residual. Sounds like a prohibition thing, maybe?
I can sing real well, and I got cut off. Fire. It's actual. Same voice.
Fire. Did a fire happen here? There's these balls.
I don't want to assume that it said it, but it sounded like it said 507. Room 507 is where it's believed Dahmer killed Tuomi. Since its remodel, Room 507 is in a different spot than it originally was when Dahmer was there.
Can you say it again?
Listen,
Steven Tuomi. He died.
I'm in a cycle.
You're in a cycle? Steven, is that you? Who's in a cycle here? Dahmer, I would like to speak to you if you're here. I know you didn't pass away here, but...
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? It's very residual, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think so.
Was nothing like responding to you?
Eh.
There was a couple.
Yeah, but also that doesn't mean that it's not residual, you know? It's not like we're
It
it
turns into like a mutual thing. If they don't,
Johnny.
Johnny details.
Johnny, you got some details for us?
2. What state is this? We are in Milwaukee.
Uh.
The music box just went off again. That's freaky, and we are sleeping in this room tonight. We are sleeping in here, and something just walked past the motion sensor on that and set it off. Can you tell us who's here with us?
It sounded, careful. It was a deep voice. It said careful.
What's your name?
Please don't.
Please don't. Can we speak to Steven?
It kind of sounded like Sean or Gone.
Sean or Gone. Music box just went off. I don't know if you guys heard it. It's going off some more.
Not to be that person, but it did sound like it said Emily. Like really far away.
What about Steven Tuomi? Can we talk to him again?
There's a creepy low, like hidden behind all the other voices was like a hi.
That's really weird because earlier we were getting responses that were a low, deep male underneath the static that were responding to our questions about Steven and Dahmer.
We're trying.
We're trying. Incredible. That's incredible. Responses are very weird. Like, the energy in the room is just getting very weird. Has been over the course since we started this Estes session. Just. But like I said, it comes in waves. It like goes down, and then all of a sudden it just picks back up. And then it goes down, and it picks back up. Like, it's been doing that all night.
I am.
She said I am. I want to speak to Dahmer. Can we speak to him? I heard he's here.
Said fine.
Fine? Like, fine, I'll talk to you? Dahmer, is that you? The music box just went off after I asked. Like, it took a little bit, but like, so was it Dahmer in here?
Careful.
Careful. Why should I be careful?
You would?
You would? Is that Steven warning me?
What is?
This is all super interesting. Like, the responses are like so interesting. I still wasn't done talking to Dahmer.
Protection.
Protection?
There's a female voice that came through that was really quick. Was it?
That was pretty funny, not gonna lie.
Die.
Not
to be that person, but that was scary.
What just happened?
That kind of freaked me out real quick.
What's that?
Normal static, you know. I heard a whisper.
A whisper?
Like, it wasn't clear or anything, but it was like felt like Harry Potter. No joke though, like, it was like normal static, and then it like stopped and it got like I couldn't make out what it said, but it was a whisper. That freaked me out.
So we're gonna call it a night, because I think we got a lot of interesting stuff, and we're very tired, and we're ready to go to bed. But the responses that were coming through were incredible. Very residual in most spots. There was very residual, but I do think we definitely contacted, first of all, Steven Tuomi. And I think we definitely possibly contacted Dahmer as well. And I think he's being very like he feels guilty for the things he did, and that's why he's not coming through as often, which is fine. You know, he can loathe in guilt. You know, that's fine, because he should feel guilty for the things he did. This being the end of this episode and documentary, I just want to say thank you for watching. You know, this was very different, more raw, more emotional, and if you're a family member or know somebody that has their relative or someone they know as a victim of Dahmer, I hope this didn't offend you at all. We weren't looking to offend. We were just looking to educate and give memorial to those people by creating this, and possibly hoping to talk to them and hear their story through spirit communication. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please like,
and subscribe for more. See you guys later.
The important point is that the sentence is structured in such a way that this defendant will never again see freedom. That is owed to this community in order to protect the community, as well as acknowledgement of the seriousness of the offenses. Those are the reasons. The sentence, of course, is to the state prison system.
Frankly, I want a death for myself. I know my time in prison will be terrible, but I deserve whatever I get because of what I have done.
In Wisconsin today, Jeffrey Dahmer died. He was murdered in the prison where he was sent in 1991 for murdering 17 men and boys.
Jeffrey Dahmer met his death this morning while working as a janitor, cleaning a prison bathroom. Another inmate is suspected of beating him to death at this prison in Wisconsin. Authorities here say Dahmer died of massive head injuries.